No, that's all right.
Anyway, it allows me to re-experience things for the first time, so it's not that bad. Yeah. All right, chieftain. So you ready to clap ourselves in around this fucking buggy shit? Huh? Yeah. No, audio's good. Do you wanna?
Are you sure?
Oh no, you're
Okay.
sexy and slim, man. All right, ready?
No.
Cool. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, pop. Go for it.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How you
Hey,
doing?
everyone.
What's up, 165
Yeah.
viewers that popped out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
What's going on, everyone? And welcome to another episode of Dual. I'm Trey.
I am Jordan.
And,
Y'all
interesting
wanna explain
development.
yourselves? Y'all want to explain yourselves real
Yeah,
quick?
you guys wanna explain what the fuck just happened?
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm fucking saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, for people who don't know, our last video, Past Presents Future, got 165 views out of nowhere. So we're kind
Holy
of
shit.
starstruck right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
We're very much like you sent me the you texted me earlier,
Yeah.
and which was funny because I was gonna text you, be like, hey, do you want to do an episode today?
Mhm.
And you were just like, dude.
Yeah.
And now initially I thought it was in response to me trolling you
No.
in the other group chat,
No.
and I thought like you had like the fake balls to like
Edit Photoshop, essentially.
or not that, but just like, because initially I trolled you in like the group chat, and then you messaged me directly,
Oh, and then that's
and
why
then
you
I was
shot
just
the
like,
troll back.
and
was
that's why I
wondering,
sent the
what-
troll back.
what
So I'm
the
just like,
fuck?
oh, this dude thinks he can thinks a real man. You can just like confront me
That was
in a
fucking
separate
funny.
chat.
That
We
was
can
fucking-
handle this in public.
You
want
want to take it outside for a second?
No, we can take it
outside?
inside.
Oh, word.
With the rest at the dinner table.
At the dinner table with the rest of the group chat.
But no, and then yeah, but it turned out to be you were just like, dude,
Yeah, it's
look
like,
at
what
the
the fuck?
latest episode. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, what the fuck?
Out of nowhere. And maybe it's because we've been posting consistently and et cetera, but
And well,
blessing nonetheless.
that, and also probably just I don't understand how algorithms work.
Neither do I really.
Because, like, it did kind of explain why. Because I noticed even on Instagram, because typically you link our Instagrams in the description.
Yes.
Which, by the way, thank you.
You're welcome.
And then I noticed I had, like, a slight uptick in, like, people following me. Which, I mean,
Really?
I didn't really pay too much attention to that. Because,
Yeah.
like, I'm kind of over Instagram. Or I've been over Instagram. So
That's
I'm
cool.
just, like... And it's also people that I've never, like, seen before. Because typically when people follow me, it's like I have a general idea of who they are.
Yeah.
Whether they're a friend of a friend or if I know them directly.
Yeah, you have
or
mutuals usually.
if they're, like, affiliates of, like, whatever organization, group, blah, blah, blah.
Mm.
But then I just get, like, complete randos, which, no disrespect to those guys. If you came here, if you followed me through here. But, and also, like, I'm not exactly... The algorithm does not favor guys like me that do everything you're not supposed to do as a content creator. Like,
That's kind of fair.
actually make content,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I only do, like, maybe once a month if I feel like it.
That's fair.
And I don't make reels
No.
because I could care less.
Yeah.
And I'm mostly active through, like, stories, and even then it's like, again, when I feel like it.
Yeah.
It's not like a consistent like upload schedule or like any of you other content creator like chads do out there.
Yes.
So I'm just like, and yeah, I somehow still have a following, which is odd. I'm thankful for it, but it's like, it's just weird.
Yeah.
And not to kind of, keep talking or whatever, but
Go for it, man. It's our podcast. You do your thing.
because when on the way here,
Yeah.
I actually so basically what I did was I took down some show notes just to kind of organize my thoughts a little bit, because I have the bad habit of being a bit scattered.
It's okay.
But yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But it's funny because once this happened, and it got me thinking about Instagram and like the following and stuff like that. So it kind of brought me to like this interesting question of just like, what does it mean to have an audience, or what does an audience mean to you?
Can I also parlay into that, saying what does an audience do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
could be
would-
interchangeable.
I would
but-
add that too.
Yeah.
As well. Do you want me to answer the question? Or is it
Or
rhetorical?
I mean, it's slightly rhetorical. I mean,
Yeah.
however you respond to that, I
Yeah.
don't know if I have an answer yet. I kind of just want to just throw it out there, maybe pick your brain a bit if that's kind of something. Yeah.
I really do. The birds are happy we're doing Dueal, by the way. I really do think that an audience, like, man, an artist shouldn't have to fight within themselves, but it does breed good work. But an artist should definitely not have to fight with the dollar bill, with the Benjamins.
Yeah.
Because I do, and that is only to say, like, I feel like an audience, yes, it does bring clout and it does bring this and that and recognition. It can bring you places. At the end of the day, it all comes down to money. Like, at least for that side, for that aspect. Even posting on social media, even making reels, TikToks, whatever the fuck. It all comes down to exposure and how many checks are in your fucking bank account, in my opinion.
So you're talking about it purely based on monetary value.
Yeah. There is an aspect to it where, let's say, like, you get to a place where you could show someone, and this is another aspect, but, like, you get to a place where you could show some of your stuff in, like, a gallery, or you have a friend who has a thing, or whatever. Yes, that has a place, because there is a fact of connection there. Yeah. Which is important, because, you know, as humans, we are naturally social, blah blah blah, and fucking we crave connection.
Yeah, like, even on it, like, it makes sense on like a parasocial aspect to it. You know, especially like nowadays, like through social media, like that's kind of the name of the game. Like,
most definitely
parasocial relationships kind of thing, which is like a very bizarre concept in and of itself. But that's just kind of like the times that we're in. But the monetary aspect is,
that's at least where my brain jumped to immediately.
Yeah, no,
I was like, it's just money, you know. But go for it, please.
Yeah, no, I just thought that's an interesting take.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's, I guess from a moral standpoint, how do you feel about that?
I don't like it.
Okay.
Because I feel like an artist should naturally, and this is just some high pie in the sky shit, but, like, an artist should have the ability to create practically whatever they want within the realms of this reality, you know, or within the laws of this reality, you know, without having restrictions of money or needing to do it.
I agree.
I feel like that is the ultimate goal for an artist, for me to like see that chair, break it down, and build into something else as I naturally do, but, like, do it without having the weight and stress of, oh, I have to make a dollar bill off of this. Yeah. Because I do feel like
or
it
you have
limits
to think
the
about
work.
like like stuff like that.
Yeah,
no,
I feel like it limits the work, and it limits
to a
yourself.
degree, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, it can. I would also say that it does push you into some interesting nooks and crannies and situations that you can get yourself out of, but those don't necessarily have to exist. Yeah. I feel like naturally on a journey where everything is paid for, you have all this stuff, there is little struggle, at least in the monetary aspect. Yeah. Maybe within the creative aspect there's struggle, but in the monetary aspect, I feel like an artist could most likely truly shine in that. Yeah, because like a great example, to go on a small tangent, is music, and how artists creating out of their bedroom, or musical artists creating out of their bedroom, usually produce some really fire shit when they just produce it for them, compared to when they get big and blow up and then they're producing it for everybody else. Yeah. But, you know, to you.
Two things.
Go for
One, I'm sorry. Are we recording?
Yeah, hold up. Yeah, we're good on that, and that's blinking red, so we're good.
Because I have a feeling this is going to be a really good one, and I'm just like, the thought popped in my head. I'm like,
no,
please God, let this, okay.
No, we're good on that, so yeah.
Sorry, thank you. And then, so that aside, two, to respond to that, I agree, because it was funny, because I was, yesterday I was, some Ed Sheeran was playing on the
radio.
Not the radio. Well, not like on Spotify.
Sure.
It was on shuffle.
Yeah.
And I was talking to this. Sorry to any Ed Sheeran fans. And I was talking to one of my coworkers. I'm just like, I don't get the hype with Ed Sheeran. Like, it sounds like literally every other pop artist, like going like kind of half being an asshole, half like kind of like this is how I feel. Yeah. When my coworker was like, no, you're right. He was just like, well, the thing is, like, before, and this is part of my own ignorance shining through, where it was like, before he really blew up, he was more of a folk singer.
I could totally see that.
Yeah. Which I had no idea. Yeah. Because my only experience with Ed Sheeran was him now as, like, a really popular, really successful musician or singer or whatever, or pop star. And to me, I'm just like, I don't get it, because it feels very homogenized. Like, it's the same shit that I've hear like on the radio 24/7, or even if I don't listen to the radio, just regular generic pop kind of sound.
It's white bread.
It's Wonder Bread.
It's Wonder Bread.
It's fucking Wonder Bread.
It's nothing special.
It's fucking Wonder Bread.
Yeah.
And it's like,
There's a million
and then when he said that, and I'm just like, damn. Because then it does bring up what you just said, where it's like, when you're doing it for yourself, you make these really interesting discoveries, and you kind of make these like interesting pivots and like I guess uniqueness, for lack of a better term, with the sound or with the art or whatever. And then when you get a slight hint of that success, all of a sudden everything starts to look and sound the same.
No, totally.
And
it fits into a mold.
Bizarre thing.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's so weird.
Even to that effect, there are people who can play the motherfucking game. Like,
oh, for sure.
A great example
Kanye.
is and Drake. I was going to bring up Drake. His newest album, I think it's his newest album. It's one of his more
Honestly,
recent.
never mind.
Yes. It is.
I'm not going to lie.
It is good.
I like it.
I like it.
I kind of like it because I was on
Latin house.
Yeah, no, I was on board with other people being like, what the fuck is this? Like, why is he doing dance music? This is an insult to dance music. But then I actually started listening to it more and more, and I'm just like, honestly, it
kind of slaps.
It kind of slaps. I kind of like it.
Like, dude,
yeah.
In my mind's eye, the purpose of it is to sell out clubs. Yeah. But do you know what I mean by that? Like, what do you play in clubs? You play like dancey music, but like
you play dance music.
Exactly. Like, so this was in my mind a cash grab to sell out club music DJs, et cetera, like just kind of give them what they want, let them kick, and then like and then he gets all these plays.
And then there was also
shit.
another reviewer who played devil's advocate and said that to kind of as like a counter argument to the criticism of like, oh, Drake just kind of takes everyone's sound or like or like does shit like that, and the reviewer was just like, well, as an artist, it's like you're constantly reinventing yourself, especially when you have a level of success or you start seeing success. You can't just live off of like the same shit you've been doing all the time. It's like you have to grow and you have to evolve. And part of that means you have to kind of look at what your contemporaries are doing and being like, okay, how can I take this and make it my own?
Essentially.
Whether it's good or bad, that's up to the audience, obviously, or that's up to whoever. But it put that in a perspective where I'm just like, okay. Like, because nobody else really when it comes to Drake, nobody really offers that take. And I'm just like, and I kind of appreciated hearing that just because, like, I mean, I'm not really the biggest Drake fan.
Neither am I. I like the album.
I like the album. I'm not really that into Drake and stuff. But it's like, I appreciated hearing that. Yeah. Because people always cry culture vulture. And, like, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But it's like the same argument I hear every time. And it's just like, okay, yeah, so what?
Literally. Did you like it? Did you dance to it? Was it good?
Yeah.
Like, then answer the questions and then fucking figure it out. But, yeah, no, like, I completely agree. And it really does come to the fact of, like, is there a middle ground? Is there this, that, and the other thing of, like, doing it for yourself wholly and doing it for
others or for the money?
I would say more for the money than for others.
Yeah.
I would say, and it kind of flicks us back to the question that you posed, which is like, what is an audience not good for, but what is an audience?
Well, what does an audience mean at that point? Yeah.
And I think
what does it mean to have an audience?
I think it just means
as a creative person.
Yeah. I think it just means that people are just watching your shit. Okay. Watching your shit. And
I mean,
yeah.
I guess to like answer that question for myself.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I do think about that.
Go for it.
It's weird.
How so?
It's just weird. It's just weird having like an audience of like people, even like on my much
all the way down there,
like lower, like touching hell level of like success.
I think you're pretty successful, but
I appreciate that. But like perfect example was like Thursday. I went to Real Artways to check out, and I was only there purely to check out.
Really quick, was that the third Thursday? Was that oh my god, what's it fucking called?
Creative
Thank you. Yes. Oh damn, I was trying to go to that this month actually. Anyway, complete sidebar.
I meant to ask you, but then I totally slipped my mind.
You're good.
Yeah, but also I didn't know if you were busy. But
I don't think it was.
But
I don't think.
So I was at Real Artways, and I was there purely just to like look at the new exhibitions that are up.
Yeah.
And like the whole night, people were like flagging me down, just be like, "What's going on?" I'd be like, "Oh, you're the artist that was like from either this venue or that venue, or like when you showed here a couple
Yeah.
months ago." I love that. Don't get me wrong, and
Yeah.
I appreciate and love people
The attention.
for that. I don't know if I would go so far as to say I like the attention,
Okay.
because it's a weird thing for me.
Go for it. But yeah,
Um,
continue.
Yeah, no, it's just a weird. It's just a weird thing for me because I like to think that I'm I try to be kind of low key about things,
I can see that.
and yeah, where I'm just like, and that was how I was Thursday, where it's just I just wanted to kind of, I very much preferred, or not even so much prefer, but it's just, I just like kind of like, I don't want to take the spotlight, I guess is my thing, and I don't feel comfortable doing that, and every now and again it's just like people just like kind
Shines it
of
on you.
put me, yeah. And like I said, I'm great. I'm not. It's not like I'm ungrateful. It's not an ungratefulness thing. It's purely just I'm just an awkward dude in general, and I don't know how to handle attention and accolades. Like it's just a foreign concept to me. So I guess to kind of throw it back to like an audience, it's like I think it's interesting and I think it's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm not exactly the best when it comes to like
interacting.
Because there's not even so much to an extent.
Yeah.
But not even so much interacting, but just like kind of giving the people what they want. At least on a consistent basis.
But that's a good thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
It means you're with nature. You're with fucking God. You're with the birds. You're with the trees
and
shit. Like
I'm very much
with
just,
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
You're not like I'm trying to get out of it more, but falling into the trap of doing it for the wrong reasons, doing it for the accolades, the people, this, that, the money, essentially.
Yeah.
To float it back to that.
Yeah.
You know, because I was literally having a conversation with my mom about it today.
Sure.
We were talking about me going back to college, and I would like to. I plan on going back in the spring. Whether that be UHart, whether that be Pratt, I'm gonna apply to Pratt and apply to transfer and see what the fuck I get. But like, you know, I'm planning on going back in the spring to close out the college career finally. And she was talking about like how it doesn't matter where you go, it doesn't matter this, that, and the other thing. You know, as long as you walk, I'm happy, as in walk the stage. Yeah, I'm happy. And what was the other thing? And it was about jobs and sources of income and how don't let go of the light that is your art. Don't let go of the don't let go of the light that is your art, because that will be your saving grace, you know, in life.
Yeah.
But you need something to fill your belly. Like the phrase that she used was, you need something to fill your soul and you need something to fill your belly. So like
it's effectively like a similar thing that my mom would say too.
Moms are fucking wise as shit, man.
Yeah.
Moms are fucking wise as shit. But yeah, like and it really did hit, because I'm like I can keep those two worlds separate. I can focus on my art and go ham in the paint with that and not expect any money from it. At least any money soon, but any money from it. But I do need something that so I can pay my car insurance, so I can pay my car off, so I could do this and that, so I could go out on the weekends and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's important. And I think it's about the responsibilities of growing up, the responsibilities of becoming an adult. And as much as I don't like to quote my father too much, because he's very harsh, and not in a bad way, but he's very like, we'll just tell it to you like it is. He's like, you know, you got to start pulling your head out of your ass and fucking do the work. You know, you can't expect it just to kind of like fall out of the sky and just be presented to you.
Right.
You know, even talking with Andre, you know, I talked with Steven, he said, hit him up. And then, Andre's just not going to walk in the street and be like, I like what you're doing right there. Let's talk. You know?
Right.
Or at least the likelihood of that is very small.
Right.
You know, in order to be active in this life, in order to be active in art or any aspect or venture or avenue that you really, really, really wish to achieve at, you have to put in the 10,000 hours. You know, and I'm sure you've heard of the 10,000 hours thing. Yeah. To become a master of something. Yeah. You know, so yeah. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna take a beat there.
Sure.
But what you got?
Yeah. No, that was
ping ponging it to you.
Yeah. Ping pong. Oh, we didn't start with our usual thing, which is how are you feeling?
Dude, we jumped right into it. We could take a pivot. We could take a pivot.
Yeah.
It's a beat.
I also want to. But I mean, the point of this is also as a check-in as well. So
Most
like,
definitely.
I feel like regardless of whether it's the beginning or at the end,
Yeah.
I do want
No,
to
we
know
have
how
to
you.
check it.
I do want to know how you're feeling.
We have to have those check-in nuggets.
Please.
Yeah. I'm feeling all right.
Okay.
I was listening to the most recent podcast when I was drawing earlier, and
The one with
165
million views. Yeah.
And no hate to us, the podcast ain't that great. Like it's not one of our holiest episodes, but like I was like, what the fuck?
It is pretty holy.
Yeah.
Just in a different sense.
It's holy in a different sense. But yeah, I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
I was talking to my therapist about this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna talk to her tomorrow probably about it again. It was like, how's it going? And I'm like, everything but financials fucking grooving, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with my relationships. Angelica, you know, my parents, yourself, all the friends, all the homies, everything. You know, I can't really complain too much. I just wish I had more money in the bank. Like,
Fair.
That's it. But I don't necessarily know if it's a great Buddhist quote or whatever quote where it's like, once you give it up, you get it all because you let go. That means something can then be replaced in it.
Yep.
You know, but equally, I don't just want to like let go of just like, oh, the job will just find me. You know, I have to actually do work.
I think to kind of respond to that, I think when they say let go meaning as, still look, obviously, and still like, but don't like lose yourself in the process, basically.
Don't stress about it too much.
Yeah, or not even
stress about it, but like, you know, it's
but
pressed,
but you know what I mean. It's like don't let it envelop yourself to the point where it's all you think about, it's all you stress over, because then it has the negative effect of like it just won't come to you as quickly.
I definitely believe that.
Yeah.
Definitely believe that. Yeah. Oh, it's the Go-Gurt tube. Have I told you about the Go-Gurt tube?
The what?
The Go-Gurt tube.
No.
So the Go-Gurt tube.
Fuck is that?
You know what a Go-Gurt is?
Yeah.
The fucking tube of yogurt?
Yeah, no. The greatest invention known to man.
The greatest invention known to man.
Fucking
beyond
1000%.
science, space, fucking whatever the fuck.
Beyond
Go-Gurt.
cosmic fucking, Go-Gurt.
Yeah, Go-Gurt. Branded. Sponsored. Go-Gurt's like we heard what the fucking guys were saying. You're fucking right.
You're fucking right.
You hold on to it too tightly, all of it comes at the top. You can't enjoy it. You hold on it too loose, if it slips out of your hand, you can't enjoy it. You have to hold on to it just the perfect amount, so you can suck that Go-Gurt dry.
Yeah.
The Go-Gurt tube.
Yeah.
Go-Gurt. Go-Gurt.
Hell yeah.
Slurp it till it's flat. Jesus
Christ.
I know. I'm like, sponsor us, Go-Gurt.
Yeah, and then it started out
I'm
great,
gonna
and then
Go-Gurt.
just like fucking,
I'm going to at Go-Gurt when it comes to this.
Please, yeah.
Anyway, I'm doing all right.
That's good.
Trying not to stress too much.
Yeah, there you go.
I have a fuck ton of creative ventures lined up. Not necessarily gallery shows and shit. That's to come along the way, but like ideas. Like I was talking with Andre earlier today, and he saw one of my drawings. Or I showed him one of my drawings, and he was like, "This would look really, really, really good on a T-shirt, or this would look really, really, really good on like a mural, like a canvas."
I was gonna say Andre. By the way, Andre Rochester, Harvard artist,
awesome, amazing,
really
amazing
awesome
dude.
guy.
Can't think of
it's always a pleasure working with him.
Seriously.
He's also a good guy because he sells merchandise and like he knows how to like transfer his paintings onto like T-shirts, sneakers, backpacks,
really well done,
whatever you name it.
Really well done.
So he's also a really good person to talk to about that.
Yeah,
because I know that's one of your ventures.
Yeah, no, I did talk to him about that.
Okay, good.
And he kind of broke it down for him a little bit, and that was very fucking helpful.
Yeah.
Because now I have options of what to do.
Yes.
So anyway, painting murals, and he kind of broke down like, you know, even though your lines are small on the paper, and it may seem obvious, but even though your lines are small on the paper, you know, the lines are going to be like feet apart because my paintings are kind of like, well, drawings and paintings are like, you know, If you go on my Instagram at Rustbrush, you can see a lot of them, and you can kind of get what I'm talking about. Yeah. And at Trey's Art too, even though he doesn't use socials too much.
Thanks.
No problem. But yeah, like But yeah, like giving me perspective on things, and now I have some plywood in the Who's What's in the garage, and I actually would like to paint it and probably throw it out on here and then get a projector or some shit and like do some larger scale pieces.
Yes.
Because
I've been fucking dying.
Fucking sick.
I can't tell you how frustrating it's been waiting for you to finally do large scale
paintings
of what you do with your drawings and paintings.
Yeah.
And just you got me fucked up. How long
I'm
I've been waiting.
I'm gonna do it. I'm probably gonna end up doing it tomorrow. I don't think I have stuff tomorrow, but that's probably gonna be the majority of my day tomorrow. I'm gonna fucking throw it up here, throw the projector on it, and then
Yeah.
go
I've
ham.
been waiting, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
I've been waiting.
It's just a matter of like who the fuck is, and there it is, and there it fucking is. Who the fuck is gonna buy it? Where the fuck is it gonna go? Like, and that just to
sounds like
you
you have to find an audience that would appreciate that.
Zuma.
So there you go.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've been doing not surprisingly well because it is a surprise, but it's a good surprise. Like surprisingly well, decently good, and mental state is a whole lot better. Not planning on getting hospitalized fucking soon. Okay. Oh, okay, guys. So the GoPro just shut off, so we're just gonna go to audio for now.
Okay.
But anyway, stuff is good.
That's good.
I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you? You've been on a journey.
I've been all right.
Yeah.
I've been doing on? The beginning of the week, at least like last week, was kind of rough. But then as it went on, it got a little better.
That's awesome.
A little stable.
Happy about that.
Yeah, it's more just like it's more just like a lot of it was just setting boundaries with people and just being like, hey, I'm kind of going through something. I don't need you blowing up my phone right now.
Yeah, dude.
I just can't. I don't need the added like anxiety of like having to being asked a question of can I do this, can I do that, and trying to sift through like a million different things, 50 different like scheduled things, plus like 1,000,001 emotions through my head to come to the syntax of yes or no.
Yeah, no, seriously.
So, yeah, and thankfully, like, friends were very supportive of that, and I'm very appreciative of that.
Yeah.
And, and as the week went on, I started to feel more stable.
Awesome.
As far as just, like, not feeling too much of a antisocial.
Yeah.
And just, like, that's why Thursday I was just, like, I went out, and even though it felt kind of weird, it was still good.
It was a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, I was drained, like, by the time I got home, just because of all the interaction. But, I mean, you know.
It's still worth it.
But, yeah, I think now I'm kind of more of in a less irritated mind state.
That's good.
Which, yeah, because, like the past couple weeks, I've just been finding myself, like, getting triggered by things that often normally wouldn't trigger me, which is odd. Like, and it's, like, not even major stuff. It's just little things that, like, just kind of set off bells in my head. And then, you know, looking back now, I'm just like, why did this affect me the way it did? Like, what was going on? But I would mainly chalk that up to I get part of it the universe, just like what's going on.
Mercury,
cosmically,
fucking some shits in retrograde. 6 planets are in
probably
retrograde.
Stress.
Yeah,
just a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, so. But I think the important thing was that I was able to kind of recognize a lot of it, so that way it didn't like get to a point. Because I think from the outside, most people just assume that I'm okay, which is like mostly true.
Yeah.
But a lot of it was just recognizing shit and just actively removing myself from situations that could have gone left, and just setting boundaries with people. Which, yeah, like I think those three things helped kind of cruise me along, which was nice. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that you didn't force yourself through it to like an extreme burnout.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people will do that.
Right. Yeah.
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 And I'm very happy that you chose
yeah,
not
I'm
to.
glad that like I just kind of did the mature thing and just like kind of like, all right, I need to pay extra attention or pay extra care to like these things and to myself.
Yeah.
Which also brings me to another interesting question that I wrote down in my notes.
Hell yeah.
And I want to circle back to you because I'm curious to know for you specifically.
Yeah.
And also for myself because I weirdly enough don't know how to answer this question myself, which is because people talk a lot about, at least when it comes to mental health and just like doing things to kind of keep your mental in check and stuff like that, and like and keep from burnout and like excessive stress, and it's always the idea of self-care.
Of course.
And it's
hot topic.
Yeah.
Hot topic these days.
Hot topic.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, you know, people talk a lot about self-care and stuff, and it's obviously very important. For me though, it's like I'm not entirely sure or entirely confident what that looks like. For me.
For you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of brings me to this question of like, well, what is self-care?
For me.
I guess for you, what does that look like?
Yeah.
And then for me, what does that look like as well? Like I said, I don't know.
Is this like pie? It can be anything, I'm sure, but is this like pie in the sky? How you would want to do, etc. Well, let me start with this. I do believe self-care is necessary in today's day and age and every day and age. And the one quote that kind of popped in my mind was, you can travel to Greece, you can travel to Japan, you can travel to China. It doesn't matter. You're going to carry the same fucking problems with you wherever you go, no matter on location.
Sure.
Unless you were literally going to heaven or hell, like if you believe in that shit, you're going to carry the same weight with you.
Yeah.
So, location doesn't really matter, in my opinion. Yes, it can be nice to get out of the house if you've been stuck in it for fucking 14 weeks, but, you're still going to have the same emotional shit.
Yeah.
Birds that get to the point. Kind of. Kindly. I would say that my version of self-care, it's hard because I'm trying to get out of it, but I am a very people-pleasy person.
Same.
Yeah, where I want to say yes. Like, I'm hanging out with, some people later today, and I was going to go to this event that was going to last like 4 hours today, and I wanted to have a personal day, and I didn't have because technically I agreed to it beforehand, so I should be able to have the follow through. But even still, luckily it got canceled. But even still, I should have had the personal reserve to say, I want a personal day. I gotta do my horse shit today.
Yeah.
So I think that for me, to kind of make a long story shorter, for me, self-care is, Jesus Christ, it sounds dumb, taking care of myself first. There's a quote that I always say, which is you have to feed your bowl. You have to feed yourself before you can feed anybody else. And the similar quote is you have to put the oxygen mask on before anybody else.
Yeah.
You're yourself.
Airlines say put on your oxygen, adjust your oxygen mask before adjusting someone else's.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Because if you're out, you can't help
them.
Can't
help anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
You're fucking dead.
Yeah, literally. So, I would say my version of self-care is that if it was to be an action, I would say it is being at a place like Makerspace with fucking no one around, just myself, being in my house or being my mom's house with no one around, just myself, some fucking good music grooving on 2,000 milliliters of personal meth, but like that's not mania or anything like that. That's like feeling good about myself, essentially.
Yeah.
Trying to make a joke, but feeling good about myself, feeling good about the day, got a lot of rest beforehand, drank a fuck ton of water, had a great breakfast, lunch, dinner, etc., and just being able to actively work on projects that I want to work on without having the stress of money, time,
or someone
people.
like interrupting
People.
Yeah.
Because even though I may seem extroverted, I am introverted until I get into a place where I can be extroverted, and then I'm a little bit extroverted. But I'm not like I don't recharge my batteries.
I'm about the same boat. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't recharge my batteries from fucking enjoying people's presence. I enjoy my own self time. Yeah. To kind of answer your question.
Yeah. No, it was a good one.
Anyway, but your version of self care, sir.
I don't know. I think the most I can think, because I think the problem that I have is that I need like a visual in order to like make sense of like, especially when it comes to concepts. Like I need like some sort of visual or something to like kind of to break it down to a degree where it's like I can make sense of it in like my internal processor that is my fucked up brain.
That's okay.
But I guess to name off the top of my head, for me it's hiking.
Fuck with that vision.
I think hiking, because like I enjoy it a lot. I mean, I enjoy it more when it's just me alone doing it.
I feel you.
Like I don't mind hiking with other people. Like it's very enjoyable, but it's like that times 100 when it's just me.
I fuck with that.
Yeah, so I think that's probably one. The only thing I think the only issue with that is can't really do it in the winter.
No, it kind of sucks.
Kind of. I mean, you could, but it's like it sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to move down south or bundle up.
Yeah.
But to that effect.
And I don't get to do it as often, which is also kind of a bummer.
Yeah, because time.
Yeah. And other commitments.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. To that effect, I actually do agree with you. Today was, what the fuck? Yeah, so a tree just fucking fell down. Glad we didn't get that on video. Like,
I'm so glad we got that video, right, Jordan?
cosmic shit.
That was pretty wild.
What the fuck?
That was pretty cool, actually.
A tree literally just fell down in my yard.
A tree literally just fell in Jordan's yard.
Yeah, because we were just like hanging out. Obviously hanging out.
No, because like I kept hearing the
like crackling. Yeah,
I thought I thought your neighbor was like
chopping some shit down or something. No, that tree just. We're gonna go inspect that afterwards.
Oh, for sure.
Anyway, I wonder what that means. That probably is gonna come back later.
That means something.
It does.
I think.
I'm just trying to. Okay, that's weird. That's a very.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to like process.
Anyway.
That. Yeah.
Self-care. The tree ain't taking care of itself, or maybe it is. Maybe it's getting rid of it. Anyway.
It's shedding.
It's shedding.
It's purging.
It's purging. I was having. Today was a self-care day for me.
That's
today
cool.
was a self-care day for me. I left Angelica's place 9:00 in the morning. And I had a pretty good set of dreams the night before, which is what we can get into after this.
Yes.
Yeah, we can get into after this.
Yeah.
And I had a pretty good set of dreams, and I just felt different. Like not like supremely different, but I felt like okay, today's not going to be. Yeah, exactly. There was a change.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And so there's a change, and I was driving home, and I was like, oh no, today's a personal day. Like I was driving home, I was talking to the voices in my head and shit like that, as I do.
What'd they say?
They're hanging out. I was hanging out with I was hanging out with my extra dimensional kids and my extra dimensional wife and shit like that, who hopefully will come back to this plane of existence, God willing. But like, anyway, that's Jordan lore. But
very much is Jordan lore.
Very much is lore. Jesus.
Yeah. Can't wait to get into Trey lore at some point.
That's fucking interesting. Yeah. That could be an episode.
It gets pretty fucked.
Yeah. But anyways, I was driving home and I was like, I haven't done this in a little bit. I haven't done this in a little bit. I haven't just talked to I haven't just talked to the voice in my head, planned out a schedule for myself. Like the only commitment that I knew of at the time was like I just had to meet up with Andre in the morning, and then beyond that, day was mine, and that felt good. Yeah. It felt good not to have any extracurricular activities outside of the ones that I set for myself that I personally want to do.
Yeah.
Not that I don't want to go hang out with my friends and et cetera, but like. And this is, of course, nice.
Or do Dueal.
I always want to do Dueal.
Yeah.
I'm
joking.
But, no, today I would say it was a very self-care day. I went to Jerry's.
Nice.
I got some art supplies for the shit that I'm going to paint.
Yep.
Was starting to plan that shit out and like blah, blah, blah. And then you came over and then we're doing Dueal, which is a very self-care thing for me.
Very?
Yeah, no, seriously.
I think I would definitely add Dueal as like a self-care.
Most definitely.
Thing for me as well.
Yeah, because this is a great
we're literally
check-in.
checking in, with each other.
Yeah, we're chicken nuggets. We're chicken nuggets.
Fuck you.
I know. But yeah, like it's great, and I love it too. It's great. And I really do enjoy this time. But like, God, I need more of it. I need more. Not necessarily of Dueal or you or this or that. The other
but
thing.
you need more of
that moment that I had in the morning, like
of just you.
Yeah, of literally just like
no, it's important.
Yeah, and Angelica is a fantastic partner for me because she was like, yeah, no, go do your thing.
Yeah,
have fun. I'm gonna do my thing today, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, because one of the biggest problems that I've had in relationships in the past was I felt the need to be attached to the person at the hip, and I felt bad whenever I just wanted some personal time to myself.
Why?
I felt like, dude, because I'm a yes man type shit, whatever, a lesser yes man, but a yes man. People pleaser is what I said.
Yeah.
Or before, but yeah, like I. And with Angelica, at least with Angelica, I don't feel the supreme need to. She's cool with me doing my own solo dolo thing, and I can feel it.
That's really important, especially
amazing.
Especially in a relationship. Yeah,
fucking amazing.
You never want to be
with that individual.
You never want to be attached at the hip.
No, a good relationship should be a Venn diagram, and the relationship should be the middle portion. But anyway, your turn. Dreams, if you want, unless you have anything else to say. The tree fucking interrupted the shit out of us.
Yeah, no, the tree.
That was really rude, Mother Nature.
The tree messed with me. That's all I'm thinking about right now.
What does that mean? I don't know.
It's always the. You know what fucks me?
Tell me.
It's stuff like that happens, and it's never fucking recorded.
Well, the only explanation, and you know it.
The viewers are just watching a black screen right now as we're speaking, and it's like. It's like, oh, dude, a tree just fell. I was like, oh, really? Cool.
Cool.
Oh, hey, that dude's flying in the sky.
Yeah,
like, glad you guys could see it. Like,
literally.
I'm joking. But.
No, obviously. But, dude, like, I think, and if anything, this is an exclamation point.
Very.
If anything, for the next statement, and I hope that you can add on to it. I know you add on to it. if anything, it's an emphasis on the fact that regardless of whether we're recording on microphones, camera, or etc., we would most likely still be sitting in these chairs having this conversation.
Yeah.
We're not doing it to circle it fucking back. We're not doing it.
Regardless of this video in particular gets 1 view or 165, that was never the point of this shit.
No.
The literal point of Dueal is you and me checking in to make sure that we're Gucci. Yeah.
Literally.
Because that's literally what before the inception of this pod.
Yeah.
That's what we were doing before.
Literally.
Yeah.
Just doing it in fucking makerspace out in the open.
Yeah.
Floating around our dicks. Flagrant around our dicks. Just our business.
Yeah.
And just fucking for everybody to hear.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
But and I think that the tree, if anything, at least in this moment,
Sure.
could emphasize the fact that it smells like pine too. The tree in this moment could emphasize the fact that we would be doing this regardless of if people were watching.
Yeah.
So the tree, in fact, made a full circle for us. The universe.
So what
made
you're
the full
saying?
circle.
So what you're saying is the tree did make a sound.
The tree. Fuck you.
Sorry.
Fuck you. You fucking piece of shit.
I had to.
You fucking piece of shit.
I thought you were going to do it.
Oh!
You didn't do it, so that I had to.
You know what? Flashing back to the tree, that was a tree dying. Like, I'm kneeling over going like, you cosmic fuck. You
like,
fuck.
how dare you?
How dare you?
I couldn't help it.
That was a tree like doing like fucking one of these. Like, yeah.
Facepalm?
Facepalm, yeah, thank
Nice.
you. That was a tree doing a facepalm.
I had to.
That was fucking hilarious.
I had to do it.
That was a beautiful moment. Did we
I
get
had
that on
to.
recording? Yeah, okay, cool.
Sick.
But we don't need to, and that's the important part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, dreams.
All right. Yeah, moving on.
Moving on.
I knew this was going to be a good one.
I'm glad we're recording it.
Yeah, but yeah, dreams. So it's interesting you brought up that you had some interesting dreams last night?
I don't remember all of them, but I do remember the feeling that I had waking up.
Okay.
And the waking up feeling was refreshed. I haven't
Gotcha.
woken up truly refreshed in a grip.
Mm.
I've always woken up like,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, but
Got you.
anyway, continue.
Because I was going to say that I had 2 very vivid dreams last night.
Go for it.
And what was interesting about them was, well, first of all, what was interesting was, first and foremost, after it happened, when I woke up, I immediately reached for my phone and I wrote down.
It's important.
I said, fuck it, I got to write this down while it's still fresh in my head.
Exactly.
While I'm like still half conscious. Because I think after that, after I did it, I went back to sleep.
That's usually what happens.
So then I was like, you know what? While I'm still conscious, or like half conscious or half awake, let me just write this down because this needs to be written down because I have no idea what any of this means.
Right.
Or at least like I don't know what one of them means. So basically what happened was I had 2 dreams effectively back to back, which was weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a dream within a dream situation.
No, it's a episode.
No, it was like
episode.
Very.
Yeah.
It was like it was like it was like episode 1 and then episode 2. It was like a special.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
The tree makes a sound. I'm still on that shit. Jesus, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. Continue.
So I wrote down because if you remember back on a previous episode called Dreams,
yes,
I had a dream where it was about my other person.
Yes.
We'll just call it that.
However
you want to call it, my other person, my soulmate, my person that I've had feelings for a long time, kind of thing. We don't have to get into it, but if you guys, I don't know, if you've been keeping up, or if you've been watching, or if you've been aware of the lore,
the Dueal lore.
Yes, where we had the episode, it was mostly dedicated to like dreams and like dream interpretation.
Yeah.
I think I remember thinking back to the previous dream where it was like I had about my other person.
Yes.
And it was about I'm trying to remember.
You were comforting them.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Yes. I was comforting them. Yeah.
After something happened.
After whatever happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's interesting. And then I guess my interpretation of it was that that's just how I express love or whatever. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, aside from that. So basically, to fast forward to last night, or to today, I guess, I had another dream about the same person. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But although this one was interesting, it took a very interesting turn.
Okay, continue.
And I'm going to go ahead and read what the descriptor I had of the dream. So I'm on Notes app because I'm just that guy.
I do the same thing, man. It's very convenient.
So first dream, and it was about my other person that I feel very connected to. So this is what I wrote. First dream, I had a dream about so and so. Not going to mention them. Their name. I had a dream about so and so again. This time we were at the beach. We were chilling by the water. This is where it gets interesting. I confessed my love to her. I was very reluctant to do so, but she kept pestering me.
How so?
To say it, or she kept. It was like one of those situations where, if I remember, it was like, she was like, "Come on, I know, just say it."
Gotcha.
She was like, "Just like the writing's on the wall. Just say it.
Yeah.
Just say what you're feeling right now." So that's what that was.
Copy.
So was reluctant to say it, but she ultimately got me to say it. Was very playful. Like the whole vibe of the dream was very playful, very like holistically very good, which I thought was interesting. Because one, I never had a dream, at least like scenario wise, that vivid where I could literally like
you could jump into it.
I could I could this is just like a very basic descriptor. I can go into detail,
but I could imagine it
about like
everything that was happening,
like sight, sound, what she was wearing, like just that, like that, vivid, and just the whole idea of like, what's kind of funny to me about it was like the whole idea of, she was like, "Oh yeah, I know, just say it, like just you don't have to
hide anymore,
pretend as if like I don't know. It's like I know, I'm giving you the permission right now to say what you're feeling right now."
Oh, that's some hard emotions.
Yeah, to say what you're feeling, emotions. Just to get it out.
Yeah.
And then now we can just exist as whatever.
Yeah. I have a point, but I want you to continue.
You can say your point, because that's basically where I'm just going to leave it at that for now.
So I'm gonna put the vape on the table because this is some heavy shit.
Oh, fucking shit.
Holy
okay,
shit.
go ahead and destroy
Actually,
me.
I'm gonna take.
Let
me give my
hit.
and then critique. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Yes.
I have the belief. This is my believies.
Your beliebies?
My beliebies. My believers. This is my belief.
Okay.
That dreams are in fact an alternate reality.
Okay.
Dreams are in fact a window to an alternate reality, or a doorway, but strictly the doorway. And by that I mean like it is only a passing through place. The doorway. It is not the other side. If you have red room and blue room, dreams would be the purple right in between. Does that can make sense? Room A and room B. Dreams would be like liminal space. Now, let me know how I can explain this better.
I think I might. Let me just try to reframe it.
Go for it.
So what you're saying is, it doesn't lead to a new destination, is what you're saying.
It does not lead to a new destination, but it is a reflection point. It is a waking period. It is. Oh God, I want to say it. It is death's realm.
Okay.
Like, this is gonna be. I'm gonna go on a tangent here, but
so
it's gonna
would you?
circle back.
So is it more accurate to say it's like a window?
Thank you. Yes. But not
I'm just asking because
no.
because that's the only way I can interpret what you're saying.
Yes, it is a window, but you are within the window. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, I'm only viewing. I can't like open the window and go through.
Yeah,
basically.
and you are, and to bring back the red and the red room, blue room. So there's outside, inside.
So it's the Matrix. So it's red pill, blue pill.
Yes.
Okay.
But a little bit. Anyway.
Sorry.
You're good.
Okay.
You are within the window. You are the window, if anything. You are viewing an alternate reality. And windows have glass, so let's use a window analogy. Windows have glass, so that means you're not getting the full picture of what's actually going on.
Right.
Most of the time.
Right.
Then there are certain dreams that are too viscerally real, or feel too viscerally real, or the emotions are too viscerally strong, to where the glass is so thin that it doesn't really matter. Now, there's this waking world. Yes.
Because I was gonna say, can I respond to that?
Give me 2 seconds. Is that my brother? Yeah, it's my brother. What's up? Give me 2 seconds to I want to full circle this.
Go for it. Yeah.
Dis-moi. You are not in room A. You are not in room B. You're somewhere in between. Then there are some. there are some dreams where it is too real, the emotions are too real to circle myself
Is it
back.
like the lines become blurred between
Yes.
this waking life
This
and
waking
the dream?
life, thank you.
Okay.
This waking life and the dream. And I want to just get to the point because I want to explain this fully so it makes sense. But it seems like it's time to get to the point.
Okay.
Let yourself and her exist there. I've had several dreams, because dreams don't necessarily need to be a reflection back.
Okay.
They don't necessarily... Hold on. What's up? We're doing Dueal. We hang out in like 2 seconds.
Yep.
Let that exist there.
Just keep it purely as is what you're saying.
Now imagine this.
Okay.
Imagine dreams are actually an alternate reality.
Yeah.
Alternate dimension, alternate reality, heaven, hell, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But you exist there too, as well as you exist here.
Yep.
If you in that dream alongside her were to have a dream, you would see this life. And you now see that life.
Yeah.
The window works both ways.
But they can't intersect at any point.
So,
what you're saying.
Yes, except for in the window, the dream. So the point I'm trying to get to is, and the point that I've had to come to with many of my dreams, especially ones with emotional relationships like my ex, is they're happy.
Yeah.
I have to allow them to be happy. And I myself have to move on from this. I've had a dream with my ex. I'm sure I've had a dream with my ex where a similar situation has happened.
Yep.
Where I've seen her, I've been happy. If anything, I've envisioned it. We talked about it in the most previous episode, Past Presents Future.
Yep.
Because I listened to it literally recently, where I said there was a point in my life where I wanted to reincarnate, after I die, reincarnate back to one moment to start my life alongside her, not make the fuck-ups that I did, and blah, 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 and have kids, et cetera, maybe, and then hopefully we don't break up and live happily, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
All that shit.
Yeah.
I've gotten to a point now, and you said the word closure in that episode, and I'm going to kind of swing this back at you.
Okay.
I've come to the point now where I'm too far gone in my life, in a good way, too far gone in my life.
Yes. Yeah.
To have that.
To try to go back.
So, if anything, God, the universe, whatever the fuck, is trying to acknowledge that this reality, where you two are together on a beach, and it's blissful and happy and all those fantastic emotions, exists. And you have to be happy leaving it over there. Leaving it in that realm. Does that kind of make sense?
That was
yeah.
Oh, you fucked me up.
Yeah, no, that's the fucking
dude.
beans, man.
You fucked me up.
Yeah. You have to be
you.
happy looking through the window at them.
I can't believe you just Uno reversed.
I fucking pulled that.
Because that's
big ass Uno reverse.
Because that's some fucking shit that I would tell you.
Yeah. I have my occasional moments.
Shit, son.
Yeah. And then the last thing I'll say is...
And you're 1,000% right, first of all.
Hold on. The last thing I'll say is...
Yes.
They are equally happy looking at you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. They're equally happy looking at you doing your ghetto gangster shit. And you have to be happy for them doing their ghetto gangster shit. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, continue.
You son of a bitch. I got nothing left.
Damn.
I
just want to say we're rocking
We're in a
it.
pin on that.
Word.
Thank you, by the way.
That's my interpretation.
It wasn't like a thing where I was like, oh, God, I have to like... Because it almost feels like a call to action, but
that's exactly where I think it was going to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you caught that because I'm just like, I wasn't sure because it wasn't like I was obsessing over it. Like I was just like, I'm just like, I wonder what this means, or like, is this like, is my subconscious trying to tell me something? But I think everything, 1,000% everything you just said.
Yeah.
Co-sign completely. So
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
10, what you just said, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. There's a movie that actually explains the concept.
The Matrix. Sorry.
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Okay.
Yeah. Wanda wants to. Scarlet. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So there you go. Perfect fucking explanation. Yeah. Perfect explanation.
Yes.
If you see it, you'll get it. Anyway, continue.
Yeah.
I would love to hear your second dream.
So the second dream.
Yeah.
So. That fucked me up. That was so good.
It's a good one.
That
right?
was really good.
The fact that it's like, I exist there, and I'm happy there.
Shit.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Also, Devin wants us, because I told Devin what happened.
Yeah.
With the 165.
Word.
He says, he put in quotes, "We like to take a moment to shout out Pornhub. So there you go.
We'd
That's
like
our
to take a
sponsor.
moment to shout out Gogurt and Pornhub.
Yeah.
Don't do both together unless you're
As
risky.
a quick aside.
Yeah.
Thank you, Devin. And thank you to our patrons.
Thank
by
you
the
to our
way.
patrons, Amy and Chelsea.
Yes. And to our lovely friends.
Yes, no, most definitely.
All right, so that was the first stream, and that was pretty wild.
Yeah, that was
Both the
pulled
dream,
some shit out of me.
both the dream and also Jordan's interpretation.
I appreciate it.
So here's the second one, and maybe let's see if you're on a roll today. And this one's kind of out there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and describe it.
Go for it.
So, someone broke into my grandma's house. Was not fun.
Mm-hmm.
I was walking my dog. When I came back, I felt something was off.
Yeah.
When I caught the intruder, I held them by the neck, or I put them in a chokehold.
Yeah.
It was someone I never met before. They were very abrasive.
Huh.
Everyone else thought I overreacted, which upset me further.
Mm.
And that's the basic descriptor.
All right, I want you to go into the emotion.
So okay, so basically, yeah. So to kind of reheat this
chicken.
reheat this hot pocket.
There you go. I like it. Kind of reheat this hot pocket.
So basically, yeah, in the dream, which already the dream's pretty wild because it's in my grandma's house, which I haven't been there in like 5 years because it got foreclosed in waking life. And I was walking my dog, which is also wild because the dog is dead. I used to have a dog. So I was walking the dog. I was walking Misty, and then came back. And when I walked through the door, like I said, I felt something was off. Like I felt like I was not the only person in the house. Yeah. So then I walked through, and then I found the person that like just it was like a home invader. Yeah. So then I caught them. Like I said, I basically put him in a chokehold on some fucking Giga Chad energy. And then the rest of my family came through, and I told them, hey, call the police because like there's a random person in our house right now. Yeah. Like can we do something about this? And the general vibe was just like, Trey, you're overreacting. Like, why are you blah blah blah? Like it's not a big deal. And I'm just like, do you know this person? Because like I've never seen this person before in my life, and the doors were locked, and nobody else was here but me. So what the fuck? And that was pretty much the gist of the dream. The emotions, as far as I can remember, I was very upset over the fact that, because it was almost like one of those things where it was like a bizarro moment, where I very much was like, I'm in the right here. Yeah. Like, there is a random man in my house, and everyone else is acting like I'm the bad guy. Which, yeah, that was like the whole thing.
I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Go for it.
All right. You already answered what was the emotions.
Yes.
Was the robber stealing anything?
No.
He was just hanging out.
He was just hanging out.
Okay.
He did have a knife, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he actively trying to?
Yes.
Okay, he was actively trying to get at you.
He like, I think if I remember, he like motioned with the knife like towards me, like a stabbing motion.
Yes.
And then my initial reaction was I somehow fucking Ultra Instinct Goku and then like instant transmission behind him and put him in a chokehold.
Swirled it around.
So it was, I'll say it was out of self-defense is the reason why I grabbed this dude by the neck.
Actually, more importantly, how do you... Okay, so let's try to use the universe and shit. Universe?
Yeah.
After the explanation that I told you about the previous stream.
Yes.
How dreams are... You are the window within the dream. You're not... In this reality, you're not in the other one. You're just merely looking at the movie screen. Yeah. How did you feel... You kind of already explained it, but I want you to re-explain it. How did you feel waking up to that?
Oh, waking up after?
Waking up afterwards, yes.
It was more confusion.
Okay.
But mostly... Not because of like... Well, that scenario of that dream, but more just like those two dreams back to back happening. And I guess I was more flustered over like what's the correlation between the two, and also what the fuck was going on with the one that I just mentioned, where I was more confused about that just because of like the specific scenario of like basically this is like alternate timeline Trey like 5 years ago that's still living at his grandma's house with the dog.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, you know what I mean? And as far as I can remember back, I mean, I don't from childhood, I don't remember a scenario even similar to that happening
Of
at the
course.
house.
Of
So
course.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, but you didn't really answer the question. You were just confused.
Yeah.
Waking up.
I was more just confused waking up. Like I wasn't like upset. I wasn't like any. It was more just confusion.
Okay.
It was pure, honest to God confusion.
Oh God. What I think it is like, so dude, homie's just chilling. Sorry, I'm gonna circle a lot about this because I want to kind of pick it out. It doesn't have to have meaning. It could just be like defense. You know,
Could be.
yeah. But you were very close with your grandma.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you were very close with your dog.
Very.
This was like years ago. So like something from your past, probably. I don't know. Not I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, something from your past. Something from your past coming. Yeah. Something from your past coming back that you thought was looming. Mm-hmm. This could be more future fucking shit.
Maybe.
Future vision.
Could
whatever.
Be. Yeah.
I have no fucking idea.
Your guess is as good as mine.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So something is lurking, maybe, and I'm not trying to push it in your head. Something is lurking in your past, not doing anything actively until you come to address it, until you come home. If that kind of makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not even come home. Like maybe it's something like your grandma's house you said was foreclosed, and I think the important part about that is you wouldn't naturally go back to that place. Yeah. At least I don't think you would.
Right.
So putting that in perspective of like opening up a Pandora's box within yourself, a place that you haven't gone to in a second, something potentially waiting there with a knife, you know, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You immediately having not a visceral in a bad way.
Or just like an instinctual reaction.
An instinctual reaction to protect yourself away from it.
Yeah.
When outside the fact of it being a strange and a strange and foreign thing inside a familiar place, outside of the fact that you might feel in this moment, not in this moment, but you know what I mean, in this hypothetical moment, that you might be attacked, harmed, etc., and you feel the need to feel defensive towards that, it actually might not be exactly what you're thinking. So if I were to put it in a different lens, because that's a big soup.
Yeah.
If I were to reduce the soup, I would say that there is something inside of you, emotionally, whatever, that you haven't been addressing that may seem dangerous.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of hanging out. A darker force, but it's just kind of hanging out. And it's only when you see something that could potentially harm you that you immediately kind of react. And then I think that the closing statement of this would be the family or whoever was seeing that action saying, you know, what are you doing? I think that them seeing you doing that is actually like, imagine like it was me.
Yeah.
And I just happened to be having a knife because I do things, you know. I was fucking like this.
Yeah.
I happen to be in a very, let's say you had an apartment.
Yeah.
I happened to just be there one day, happened to just show up. I have a knife just for some reason. And for whatever reason, you didn't recognize me for like 2 seconds. And then you had that reaction. And then there was your roommate or person, whoever the fuck, who knows me. They would naturally say, what the fuck? You know, what are you doing? So, a lot of things to consider.
Yeah.
Advice would be...
So what you're saying is...
Yeah.
Kurama's just chilling.
Every goddamn day, man.
Just like looking...
Yeah.
And then just waiting to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to try to take your power or he's going to try and take your life.
He's going to try to.
And there's your fucking reaction. You know? It doesn't necessarily... Because I had to deal with this to some extent. Because I have a deep, dark demon that's a fun bag of chips that I have to deal with every single goddamn day.
Is it Lay's?
It's actually Frito.
Oh, okay.
Technically Lay's,
well,
the company.
Yeah,
but yeah,
Fritos.
Fritos. Barbecue flavor. He's spicy.
Spicy.
But yeah, so I had to learn that he's not actually a threat, that he actually alerts me to threats. But he does it in a threatening way.
Gotcha.
Because and this is just my personal anecdote, but like the easiest way to get your attention is to do something that's going to kind of set you off for a second.
Yeah.
So then you could be more alert of things that are going to impact your life.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny. It's funny you say that because
Yeah.
to really circle it back,
Go for it.
could
I love
also
when we
just
circle
be
back.
it could also just be a reflection of like just how I've been feeling recently, where I did mention like certain things that normally wouldn't trigger me started to a little bit.
Yeah, they're getting agitated.
So I think that's like what maybe the dreams were
It can literally
reflection, a very extreme reflection of that.
be that. Exactly.
So where I'm just like, it's like normally you're just cooling, but then you seem on edge lately, so that's why you had this reaction. That's probably why people, I guess, like if people were to see like outside perspective, they're like, what the fuck's going on with Trey?
Yeah.
So I think
Actually,
the
that's
way you put it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
There was a hawk that just flew by.
Oh, that's fucking sick. What's up, gangster?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can definitely see it like that.
Yeah. So I mean, just to
Have
if
a
that would be my
conversation
interpretation,
before.
just based off of what everything you said,
Yeah.
which is very sound.
Yeah.
That would be it.
Word. I fuck with that
so
vision.
Maybe that's it.
I fuck with that vision.
And then maybe it's just the other one is just I'll be forever simping for this person. Circle back to the first stream.
Yeah.
So I guess that's just a part of me now.
But know that you're with her somewhere, and be happy that you're with her there.
I like that.
That's the first stream.
I like that.
Yeah. That you're with her somewhere.
Yeah.
I know that I'm with my ex, if I really want to be with her, somewhere.
Yeah.
There's alternate realities, multiple dimensions.
Mm.
Every single twist and tie that we have done, we can undo and go back and do
Yeah.
something else. So,
Word.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, has that been Dual? Do you want to close out on anything else?
I think that's mostly it. I
Okay.
think we talked about everything I wanted to talk about.
Yeah,
Is
we've
there
been rocking
anything
for
you
like
want to kind of bring up or
hour 10 minutes.
hour and 10? It's a
Hour
little
10
long.
minutes. Though.
Yeah.
Anything else I want to bring up? The universe is going to be changing pretty soon.
Explain.
Life is going to be changing pretty soon. I can kind of feel it. And it's subtle.
Yeah.
It's very subtle.
Mm-hmm.
And life can change in many different ways. And changes every day.
Yeah.
But the cogs are going to be shifting a little bit differently soon.
Okay.
So it's not be on the lookout. It's not be on guard.
Mm-hmm.
It's just know that things are going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, just know that like things are gonna the gears are spinning.
Essentially, what I'm saying is like I might move to New York.
Okay.
Go to Pratt and shit.
Yeah.
Do my gangster shit.
And you fully deserve that.
I'm trying to believe that I do.
Yeah.
Honestly, trying to believe that I do.
Yeah.
Because again, people pleaser, et cetera, et cetera. I don't want to leave the family. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave all this. But at the end of the day,
and if you do, it's not a permanent.
Doesn't have to be.
Doesn't have to be a permanent thing.
You have complete control over every action that you consciously can take.
Mm-hmm.
Consciously can take. So make the ones that are best for you, because then you could do other shit for other people eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
And a beautiful thing about life is, providing death, God, or cigarettes doesn't fucking take you out. It's long. We have a long time on this rock, man. So do something with it.
Yeah.
You know? Live your life, adventure, shit.
Hell yeah.
Nothing has to be permanent. Nothing has to be permanent. You could light the house on fire if you fucking want to, but consequences for actions.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Trust me, I'm not. But yeah. That and then just adulting shit.
Yeah.
That and then just adulting shit. Kind of slowly realizing that not everything is monetarily based. To flash it back to that.
Yeah.
That.
Or it doesn't. Yeah. Doesn't have to be.
Doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
That you can do stuff just for the joy and just for the love and just for all that shit.
Like.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome that we had a giant uptick in viewership.
Yeah. I don't know.
And we're very appreciative of that, and we thank you all for that.
Of course.
And also know that even when, and I think this just might be the staple of like
what's up
the show.
Yeah.
Where I think it's like now the third time we've been saying this.
Yeah.
That just know that even when the cameras are off, it's like we're still having this conversation.
Your movie is still running.
Yes.
Yeah. Even when the cameras are off, your movie's still running. And that's a beautiful thing. Damn. Sick. And there's a fly on my bug. There's a fly on my cup.
Nice.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to this fantastic motherfucking episode of Dual.
It's been Dual. Yes.
Oh, last thing I want to talk about,
What's
actually. I want to apply to the Windsor Art Council submission thing for us. And I have a concept.
Oh.
That I want to... Yeah.
For a show.
For a show. Thank you. Yes, for a show.
So you're saying Dual becomes...
Yeah. Do you want to
the
hear the
show.
concept of the show?
Go for it.
Do you want to hear it on mic or off mic?
What's up to you? Either it doesn't matter to me.
I kind of want to do it on mic.
Go for it.
All right, cool.
Is this you manifesting on camera or
Yes.
on audio?
Yes.
Because our viewers are probably going to hold us to it.
They probably are.
Okay.
Yeah, come to the fucking show, son.
Yeah.
The idea is, because I've been making furniture, and I really like making furniture.
Yeah.
And as much as the critique was helpful, Andre brought a very good point.
What's that?
He said, do stuff that makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to make essentially how I interpret it as, if you want to make furniture, motherfucker, make furniture.
Yeah.
And if you want to make it weird, motherfucker, make it weird.
Yeah.
Congratulations. The dichotomy of functional and, for lack of a better term, fashionable works.
Yeah.
So do it.
Welcome to being an artist.
Exactly. But I think it would be really cool
Mm.
if we named it Dueal, the show Dueal.
Yes.
And if literally, this is the pie in the sky dream, homie.
What you got?
It is a large room.
Okay.
Huge room, big space.
Because the gallery itself is fairly big.
Pretty big?
Yeah, fairly big.
All right.
Yeah.
Large ass space.
Yeah.
In the dead center of it, it is 2 chairs that I make.
Yeah.
So 2 chairs that I construct.
Mm-hmm.
And then you make 2 metal sculptures of people. If it can be us, but it could just be people
Okay.
sitting.
Mm.
And then there's a little table
Okay.
that is made by both of us.
Yep.
In the center. And then we could do this. We could not do this.
Mm-hmm.
I compile all of the duals that we have made to that point.
Yep.
And we have a speaker, probably like floating like somewhere under there,
Yeah.
just playing dual. And it's just us talking. So the vision is, because I would be wood. I would make wooden chairs out
Yep.
of something, or probably wood. There would be the wooden chairs, which is me. There would be the metal sculptures, which are you.
Mm-hmm.
There would be the middle, which is where we meet.
Mm-hmm.
And then there would just be us in this giant room. And the goal, I don't want to have anything else on the walls. I want it to just be dual. I just want it to be just this. And people just come in and they just see 2 figures sitting on chairs, probably with microphones in hand or just some sort of thing.
Yeah.
Actually, no. You know what would be cool? Because of this conversation, there's no microphones in the
Oh.
hand. There's literally just silence.
Mm.
I don't know. Working it. But that's at least the concept
Okay.
in my brain.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I feel like that would be an homage to this fucking relationship.
Yes.
At least a start.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. We can talk about it off camera.
We can talk about it off cam.
But-
I fuck with the vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I like the idea.
I think
of
I
just,
have my
like-
spin on it, but I could tell
I
you,
would love to hear
I
it.
could tell you off.
Yeah.
Off. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to
Sorry.
Exactly. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Dual.
We appreciate you all.
I've been Jordan Alexandre.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Dual, you all.
You all. That could be a tag.
Shit.
Thank you for listening to Dual. We appreciate you
You
all.
all.
Yep.
I've been Trey.
I've been Jordan.
I guess forever Trey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And forever JD over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forever Dick over here.
Forever Dick. Yep.
Jordan Dick also.
Yeah, no, literally.
What do you think the D stands
What
for?
is it? It's death. No, it's actually Dick.
It's actually Dick.
It's actually Dick, man.
All
Did
right,
you know? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you to our patrons.
Thank you to our patrons.
Thank you to our fans.
Yep.
Devin, Corey,
Yep.
Joe.
Ben, Angelica, 165 people who watch
the
this shit.
165 who found us.
Yep. And all the homies.
Yeah.
And all that. You know, we really appreciate it. Thank you
Yeah.
especially to our patrons, Amy and Chelsea.
Sponsors. More sponsors.
It would be dope.
Every
Chelsea
day.
actually suggested that the site that we posted on to get on Spotify actually has sponsorship stuff. Yeah, so we could read whatever and then, you know,
Yeah.
get paid off of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be cool.
Cool.
Anyway. But yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to the episode of
Thank
The Dual. We'll catch you guys later.
Deuces. Love you.
Love you too.